This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
It's Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast for Cyber Monday, November 28th today. Yesterday being the first Sunday of Advent, so the holiday season has arrived. It's all candlelit now. How many parades are in the book? Virtually a bunch of them. So we got Sterling to go on Friday, Tweed on Saturday, I think Springbrook on Sunday.
Workworth on Friday.
Workworth on Friday. Then I think that's it. I think that's all of them.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I thought it spread over a longer period of time.
Just seems like it.
It does seem like
Just seems like it.
I'm not going to lie. It does seem
I don't know
like
how
it.
Santa does it. He's
It's
exhausting.
only 3 weeks.
I know.
Yeah.
He gets older, though. It's exhausting.
I thought it was a lot longer than that.
If you
But I
are
guess
taking
Saturday was crazy.
Yeah.
He was busy because there was Frankfurt and Campbellford at the same time, and then there was another one on Saturday. Was Tweeds on Saturday, or did you say Tweeds coming up this
Coming
weekend?
up this Saturday.
There was another
Friday,
one.
then Saturday, then Springbrook.
There was
There's
Foxborough.
Consacon. There was
Frankfurt, Campbellford, and there was another one on Saturday.
on Saturday.
It was huge. And then Picton and Bloomfield were Friday. Sunday was Consacon and Trenton.
Yeah, Foxborough, Frankfurt. I don't know. I've lost track.
So, yeah.
Bunch
We
of them.
did Saturday, though, and it was beautiful. Both boys were in it.
Mm-hmm.
We gave them the choice. Well, Nathan's involved with the karate group. So the martial arts, Trent Hills Martial Arts had a float, and it was, I want to say, twice as big as last year. I don't know where these kids came from, but it was loaded. And I wasn't sure because he's getting older if he wanted to be in it, but he's like, yeah, no, I want to do it. So he was in that. And then Ben last year was part of the hockey, Campbellford Minor hockey float, but they do one specific age group every year. So now he's older. So he thought he could do it again. We're like, no, the younger kids get to do it. I said, we get to watch. But then someone offered to have him on a float, and he jumped at it. I'm like, really? So he was on the Aaron Theater float, has really no connection to
Neither.
the
I'm
Aaron
just a
Theater.
kid waving on a float.
He just wanted to be in the parade, which surprised me. I thought he'd want to watch the parade, but no, he'd much rather be in the parade. So
Friends of ours had a 10-year-old
enjoyed
boy.
it.
When they were driving back on Sunday, it was like, yeah, I don't need to do that again.
After
It was
watching.
After watching.
Yeah.
And then, well, would you want to be in it? Well, yeah, absolutely. So, sure. That doesn't surprise me.
See,
Yeah, I'll just sit in a float and wave.
Maybe because being in this position and in this industry and having our job, I've been in so many parades. I kind of like
yeah.
watching them now. I
Yeah.
don't want to be in it. I want to watch it. And it was nice on Saturday. The weather cooperated. Santa was there, hoing away. And yeah, it was good. So well done. And I saw pictures of Trenton's yesterday, even though it was wet.
Oh, my
Great
gosh.
turnout. So
Yeah.
kudos to everybody who went. It would look like it was a really good time.
Canada scored its first goal at the World Cup on Sunday, and we all lost our minds for a couple of seconds, and then it got really interesting
Awkward.
because James Duthie was doing the play-by-play as it was going on, referred to the goal as the greatest goal in the history of Canadian soccer. And sitting right beside him was gold medal winner who scored the goal that won it for us, Janine Becky
With
of
women.
the women's Olympic hockey team.
Soccer.
Her soccer team, thank
yes.
you. Her goal won us a gold medal at the Olympics.
And was amazing.
Alfonso Davies,
Amazing.
great header for a goal in the World Cup, qualifying round, not even the knockout to do anything. But that was the greatest goal. The side-eye, dead-eye look she gained, James Duthie, is breaking the internet today.
It's amazing.
It's so wonderful.
It's amazing.
It's so
I
wonderful.
missed it yesterday. I did hear this morning that because when we talked about it last week, first time there in 30-some years,
36 years. Never scored a goal.
Never scored a goal. So I was aware. So I was listening this morning to the news, waiting to hear if we scored a goal. And then I heard we lost. But we scored a goal, and I thought, "Oh, that's awesome. That's good. We scored a goal
I think
least."
it's amazing you waited till this morning to find out.
Well,
it was
yesterday
everywhere.
was, as I said to you, yesterday was a die-hard day. It was,
okay.
It was a rainy day, so I watched a movie. But I was excited they scored a goal. I thought, okay, at least we scored a goal. I knew with them losing yesterday, okay, we're out, basically. They play again Thursday, but we're essentially done. They're not going to go any further. But you know what? Good, we're there. We scored a goal. Great. And then you tell me this story. I'm like, what? What? No.
I wish I could just live under your rock for a while.
I know.
'cause
I'm
that
glad I didn't hear it yesterday because it totally would have ruined my Sunday.
Oh, okay.
But today,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, how did I get being caught up in the moment? But you made a really good point. I listened to the news this morning because I knew they played, and I thought, okay, they've got to score a goal. I'm hopeful for them to score a goal. I'm prepared for them to score a goal. James Duthie,
You're the play-by-play guy. At some point,
yeah, you got to know it's coming.
Score a goal. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I get getting caught up in the moment.
There's no getting caught up in the moment.
Exactly.
It's got to happen.
Exactly.
And when it does, where's your touch 'em all, Joe? You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life going to come from? Jim Nantz of CBS, who's my favorite sports broadcast, one of my favorites. He does some play-by-play, but he does the 18th hole at Augusta. And when Tiger Woods in 97 was running away with it, he knew that whatever he said when Tiger made the putt on 18 to end it could be historic. And I don't mean that arrogantly. He knew, I've got a responsibility now to say something that's going to be played for every promotional commercial of the Masters with Tiger Woods forever. So don't say something stupid.
Exactly.
Right? Give it the moment it deserves. And there beside you is the woman who clearly did score the biggest soccer goal in the history of this country, and you just blah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The excuse of being caught in the moment can't be used here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know everything he said, but you could clearly say the monkey is off the back for the Canadian men's at the World Cup. There's the answer to the greatest trivia question for the World Cup for Canada, like something that is central to that thing, to say everything anybody's ever done in soccer in this country, thanks, ladies, has now been eclipsed by that.
Which doesn't take them any further in the competition, which doesn't win them anything. Didn't win them the game. It didn't.
I know.
There's nothing attached to it other than it's the first goal.
Did it.
Well, and I question
That's where everything went on social media. And her look yesterday was like, I love her.
I know.
Just think, that's great.
So it wasn't just me.
She got it. And everybody got it. The only person who didn't was James Duthie.
Because what did I say to you? This is why we have our days, not just, but when people complain about, well, why do we have to focus on one specific group? Why do we have to keep reminding?
Why is there an International Women's Day?
Why is it all equality, equality, equality? Because of this.
Because it doesn't even occur to him when he says it.
He didn't even faze him. And the person who scored it was right there. Right there.
And you work in sports, you're at a high level, you have producers and writers, and nobody prepped for what would happen when they scored their first goal? Yeah. Nobody? Are you kidding me?
And then he kind of came back, because I said to you, the next broadcast, he'll come on and apologize. And you said, well, he already has. And his comment, because then I looked it up, and he said, oh, yeah, no, me not saying men's goal of all time is a slip on my part. My daughters will get me, they're soccer fans, they'll roast me more than anybody else can.
No, they won't.
I read that and I thought,
don't get it. No, it's ridiculous.
That's not an apology.
Yeah.
You're throwing it away. You're treating it as though it's nothing and just brushing it off. And yes, we all make mistakes. I get it. But as you just said, you should be prepared for this. And you are held to a higher level in this position. So yes, you should be prepared. That just makes it even worse. I read that and I thought that's like adding insult to injury.
Yeah.
You don't even realize. I joke and I know. But words matter.
Oh, no.
The fact that it wasn't included isn't just a slip. You didn't include it.
If this had been I don't know. I don't want to make it a racial or a country thing. Pick a nation, British. If this had been a British announcer calling the Canadian game and said that, you could forgive him or her, the broadcaster, because they're not from Canada.
They may not remember, or be aware of that goal. But a Canadian
should be aware of how we felt when the women won the Olympic gold last year. To finally have overcome it and won the Olympic medal, to have lost it. But my other point is, the announcer then who made this mistake is most known for hockey. And hockey in this country is getting ripped through the mud for its handling of other controversies, especially with the World Juniors coming up. And if there was any organization or face that needs to make sure that it's squeaky clean, it's anybody associated with hockey and Canadian hockey and the World Juniors. And look what you did. Again, men are more important. World Juniors rules, and it doesn't matter if these kids do horrible things 4 years ago, we'll just sweep it under the rug, and now you do this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You get no second chances for
This
me.
is getting a lot deeper than
But you get no second
it did
chances.
this morning.
That's why I looked at the look on Janine's face, and it's like, the look on your face is probably 85% of Canada. And the rest of the people that aren't like that like Don Cherry. And defend Don Cherry.
And if you want to go even further, not just sports, but talk to any woman who has had any sort of accomplishment, and then to have a guy come along and almost get there.
Yeah.
Be patted on the back and be like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome! You did so well." Well, I won.
Yeah, I won
finished,
us an Olympic medal.
But no, pat him on the back for it. And again, not to diminish the accomplishment. It is monumental in the sense that we did score the goal.
Alfonso Davies, attaboy, man. Like,
good job.
We're not diminishing you or the team that did great at the World Cup. Far better than probably Canada was thought. We're the 5th lowest ranked country of everybody. Held Belgium to 1 goal and took a lead on Croatia. There are no, small victories. I get it. You have to win to move on, but attaboy. Yeah. And then it gets overshadowed by
you say about a Canadian.
a hockey guy.
You say about a Canadian, and not just hockey. He's supposed to be involved in sports. Yes, hockey generally is what. Yeah. But he's a sports guy in Canada. Yes, hockey. It is hockey season. Hockey's our sport. I get it. But as a sports person, as a Canadian whose job is to cover sports, you would think he would be a little more.
Yeah, here's the funniest thing. My daughter thinks I'm crazy because I watch sports with no sound. And this is the reason why. And is the reason why because I think they're bad or because they'll make me crazy? Both. Because all it takes is something like that to say, I'm in this industry. I expect you at your height with everything you've got to do a better job than what I keep hearing. The amount, I got to pay for cable and that's the best you got.
Well, and usually I don't mind James Duthie, but that's. Yeah.
They all make me crazy. I took a picture. I showed you a screenshot of a spelling mistake on graphics. There is no excuse for that. There is zero excuse for that. Well, come on.
And should I share Abby's tweet? Because this tweet,
it was the greatest tweet.
This tweet is getting a lot of traction. Yeah. And it is up on our Facebook page because we had a caller message us in wanting to see the picture, but also where she could find this.
So
but
good.
Abby the tweeted out yesterday, Janine Beckie has been great for TSN this World Cup, but that side-eye to James Duthie, who overlooked everything, and he did. Canadian women's national team has ever done to declare a single World Cup goal the greatest moment in Canada soccer history should replace the Queen Elizabeth II on the $20 bill.
Yep,
so that
put her on.
That side-eye.
Yep.
Yeah, and it will. It'll pop up everywhere.
That will be a meme, and it'll be my favorite meme for a while.
I really think, I don't think, as you said, I think he didn't realize. He thought, because I looked at TSN, there's nothing on TSN about it.
Oh,
there's
no,
nothing.
there isn't.
And I don't think he realized the depth and the scope of what that remark created yesterday.
No, of course not, because they weren't thinking of it. They weren't preparing for it. They weren't being professionals. You know it's going to come. You hope it's going to come. And in the event somebody scores, this is what we want.
They didn't take it seriously enough.
Somebody prepare something.
I thought, I'll just say something. I'll just go off it'll be fine. I'll just react to it, and that'll be better than anything. Nope. That's what happens.
I demand more from Canadian broadcasters. I do. I can't watch them. This stuff makes me crazy.
Okay. I didn't know it was just Canadian broadcasters you turned off. I thought it was more the American. I thought it was because they drive me crazy.
Ex-players who are going to become broadcasters because everybody can do it.
Yep.
Do I get my backup because of it when they're horrible? Yes, I do.
Do you get your backup over that?
Don't even want to listen to them anymore. Clown. Chris Collinsworth, I'm done listening to that guy.
I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry.
Don't even want to listen to them anymore.
So I won't even try listening to them.
Watch the game
anyway,
in silence.
It's a funny story in the sense that just the ridiculousness of it. Her look is amazing.
Yeah.
What a gut punch, though. And that
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It really, truly is.
It's,
I love her. I think she's the best. I think that goal will go down as the best goal ever.
Yeah. Cyber Monday today. Who's shopping? The answer is millennials, big time.
Oh, really?
25 to 30-year-olds are the highest demographic, and it's by percentage points higher than everybody else. They're like 32% of all shoppers, and then after that, it's like 15%. It's like so many, because millennials were raised on cyber shopping. 2005 was the first Cyber Monday. So my daughter was born in 1990, so that makes her one of the first millennials, or in the middle. She
Okay.
would have been 15. 15, 16, now she's got a phone, now she can shop online, and people like me are like, ugh, where would you even go? Why
Do you
would
want
you
to take
do
that chance? Can I trust this? Is this
Meanwhile,
on the up and up?
She's 15, 16 ordering shoes, and I'm like, why would you do that? What if they're the
How can
wrong
you order-
size?
I hate ordering shoes online.
Why-
Still.
And her thing is, well, you just send them back. Well, why would you do all the trouble? And to her, it's like, well, then why would I take the trouble to drive and walk around and buy shoes when I can buy them for the same price they bring them to me and I can ship them back? How is my way less trouble for me than your way? And I'm like, go clean your room. I have no answer for that. And that's just the way they're raised. So millennials, it's not that they jump on Cyber Monday. This is the way they've shopped their whole lives. So it makes sense to me.
But it was funny when you first described it, why it came up.
Yeah, it came up in 2005 because the cyber industry, wanting to boost sales and create an environment where people would buy online, looked at Black Friday and said, what about us? Do you believe that?
That's when Black Friday was crazy, though.
Yeah, Black Friday was making billions going, oh, Cyber Monday, look at you over there, a little puny Cyber Monday.
No one's going to buy online.
And now Black Friday is 3 days before Cyber Monday. That's the way
Black
we
Friday is
look
like
at it.
November 1st.
Yeah,
Until
and that's the thing. People say,
Yeah.
oh, Black Fridays are down. Is Black Friday done? Probably, because it lasts a week now. We don't make people line up because the world doesn't work that way anymore.
And I didn't realize, too, you mentioned Cyber Monday, yes, but a lot of these deals go the next 5 days.
Yeah, they go on for a cyber week and they
Yep.
begin early. And so I think, the beauty of the one day or the, you got to do it now, it's being spread over a whole bunch of time. And probably it'll just be known as cyberness. I don't know.
Cyberness.
Black Friday month. And but today's a big one. It's more popular for men. 56% of shoppers today online are men.
I'm surprised by that. I would think guys, yes, it's convenient, but I would think guys would also want to just go to the store and get it and have it as opposed to ordering online.
I don't know.
Like you said, shopper, they're not shoppers, they're
Right.
buyers.
Totally different
So
thing.
they know what they want, and I fall into that category too. So if I know where it is, I will go get it.
Yeah.
And I will, even if it's online.
That's why men
I will go and do it.
We don't shop, we buy.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm surprised that they would do it online. I get the convenience and it only takes a few minutes, click, 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 click. But I'm still surprised that they would be the more so than women, more likely to
I don't
buy
know.
online.
Maybe it's just to get it done.
Maybe.
Does that strike you that a man would say, "Oh, Christmas
No.
shopping, let's just get
No,
it done"?
but I feel that they would do
And
that
buy it in
person
November. No.
as opposed to online.
Is it because you want them to buy it in person? Because as a man,
No,
I totally
just have
get
this
it.
vision of guys saying, okay, I got my list. This is what I need. I know exactly where I'll go. And maybe that's because my dad does that.
Maybe, but again, we're talking about millennials. They haven't grown up that
So
way.
male millennials
no,
are the ones.
yeah,
Because you
so-
said men. So I just
Yeah.
assume men in general, not necessarily just millennials.
Yeah, nope. So that's what they. And probably on women have already shopped. Maybe they're done
Yeah,
by
they're done.
Cyber
We're done.
Monday. 122 million shoppers will take part today, and the average purchase $138. So what is that? What would cost $138?
Oh, you're
That's a
out.
Christmas present.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a common price point.
Prices have gone up. Yeah.
$139. You just bought an Instapot.
That is actually a really good price. If something was priced at
Something-
$138,
that
then
might
I'd
be
be more
why.
likely to
Yeah.
buy it than if it was $170 or
yeah.
$2. Anything
Yeah,
over $2 is like,
138. 89% of retailers offer some type of Cyber Monday sales because you got to, right? Because if you don't,
you're missing out. You
missing
are
out.
missing out.
and I guess on average, then people will buy 3 presents because the average that people will spend is $431. So if 138 is the average per price, that means you're probably buying about 3 presents today if you are indeed shopping
my gosh.
online. And also came out that yes, price is important. We are not going to say it isn't important, but all things being equal, if you can buy it at any number of retailers, the one that offers BOPIS is going to win, which is buy
100%.
online, pick up in store. saves the shipping.
Exactly.
And as you say, if you get there and it's not what you wanted, you might be able to swap it out with something in the store. So BOPIS becomes the new convenience. Buy online, pick up in store.
I haven't put back because it's online, but I have failed to purchase 2 or 3 things now because of the shipping, thinking I was getting a good deal. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as the shipping was added, it's like, nope.
No, thank you.
And I've picked up a lot more items this year for that reason too.
Okay, yeah.
If they have pickup in store, I will do that. And yes, it has also happened that I've bought stuff in store while I'm there.
And that's a great thing, right? That's so smart.
So it's a win-win.
It's called the lost leader. My sister and brother-in-law owned a grocery store. Why do grocery stores lose money on milk? Because they know you won't just go in to buy milk. So they throw milk on sale and they make their money on the double cream cookies that you bought to go with the milk.
Those shelves at the front of the store suck.
They're diabolical. Why do you put cookies on shelf ends?
Are already full. I literally have to put it all down and then go and grab what's on sale at the front.
I never buy the small cart. I should get the small cart.
You should. Never works.
How much money are we going to spend this week on Cyber Week? $275 billion is going to go into the economy this week, beginning today. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. Special podcast for you tomorrow with a couple of great local organizations that our parent company Starboard Cares is going to be dropping some nice presents along with our friends at Sleep Country into a couple of organizations tomorrow.
Going to be joined by Amy and Ashley from Three Oaks and Grace Inn. 2 shelters here in town benefiting from Giving Tuesday tomorrow, and happy to be a part of it with Starboard Cares.
More about that. Yep. Coming up tomorrow, Jimmy's going to have a Take-Home Tuesday on the way, and we've got to name that note with Galaxy of Games. Have yourself a great Cyber Monday, and thanks for spending time with us online today. Wherever you get your favorite podcasts, join us here with Mark and Charity Mornings and the Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast.